the game. And is that a bit of a relief now just to get that second place Champions League sorted?
Yes, that's what we wanted to achieve today. We had a few objectives: finishing second, finishing the Champions League spots, and as well finishing the season in front of our people in the right manner with the right results. And those two things have been achieved.
Well, obviously for the players and you need a break this summer, but for the rest of the club, what needs to be done now?
Well, first of all, we have one more game to play, and to finish it in the right way, and winning in Southampton is going to be really important again. And then go on holidays, time to reset first, bring the temperature down a little bit. It's been a long season, and start to think and reflect in everything that we have planned is the right one, and start to make some steps, some action, and come back here fresh on day one, ready to go again.
John, Mira.
Hello, Michael. On the pitch to the supporters after the game, you seemed very emotional. It was a very powerful message that you gave there. Can you talk about your sort of, I don't know, emotions and what you've gone through this season, and maybe some sense of disappointment, but also optimism?
It was emotional because the way I feel, and it's great. We had a dream. I said it out there. It was to deliver a big trophy this season for our people, and because I think that the team deserves it as well in the journey that we've been together in the last 3-4 years. We haven't achieved that, and there's a lot of factors and a lot of situations that we've been through for the last 9.5 months for that not happening. But make sure that we still value a lot of the incredible things this club is doing, the team is doing, the players are doing, the way we are competing, and the consistency that we are showing. Because if we are not able to see that, that's a really dangerous thing to do. Just expecting just something and playing if we don't, that's a really dangerous thing. And I know they don't want us there where we are now, knocking on the door every year, and make sure that we can see clarity. We stay very disciplined and very clear and ambitious with what we want to do in the summer.
So what would be your overall thought and reflection upon the season when you consider that, and when you talk about we must, as you did out there, we mustn't be blurred in our vision?
I would leave that for the summer. I've done it in the dressing room, and for me it's very clear, but I'm there every day. I know what we've been through for 9.5 months. I know what we've done. I know very well the history of this Premier League and the teams that they've been not in 30% of the situation that we've been in. They have collapsed, completely collapsed, and we haven't. And I really value that, because that shows that we have built something that is very sustainable and consistent, regardless some people doesn't like to see it.
Simon, Standard.
Mikel, we heard from Josh a comment before the game in the programme talking about the plan to invest this summer and win those major trophies. Do you feel going into that window you've got the backing from the owners that you need?
Yeah, but that's not something new. I think they always back the team, the club in the best possible way, and it's not going to be different in the summer. We have to be very smart with the decisions that we take. Obviously, we need players because the squad is really short, and on top of that, we are losing 4 or 5 players that they're going to end contracts, and the loans are finished. So we need to be sharp. Again, very disciplined in what we want to do, and make sure that we are stronger next season.
Does the fact that you've now officially got that Champions League qualification mean you can literally tomorrow start executing that plan, because financially you know where you're going to be?
I mean, the plan is done, and the time will be dictated by many parties, many circumstances that unfortunately we don't control. But we have great people in charge of that. Andrea is going to be leading that with the board and ownership, and as well make sure that the ones that we have, they feel valued, they feel loved, and we make sure that they want to continue with us in the right manner, and then the whole environment that is excited, that is not just about now if we next, because we cannot start a season like that, and I want to feel that from day one, and I'm going to be very insistive of that.
Yes, and Daily Mail.
Of course, injuries have been a massive part of your season this time around. So you said on TV about injuries are other teams, and there's teams that finished 16th and 17th in the...
But not this season, and in previous seasons, in the history, and 8th and 5th, missing 1 or 2 players only. Yeah.
So you said 16th, 17th, was that Spurs and United?
No, that was in the past. And in the past, in 5 years ago, 10 years ago, look in the memory and see what has happened in this league.
Do you think next season, without such injuries, obviously...
I don't know. I will try. When I can promise, I will do my very best. I will live my life here. I will give everything. I will get every drop of everybody there, squeeze it to get the best. But promise, I cannot promise. I cannot. Any manager is going to promise tomorrow. Next season, I'm going to win the Premier League or the Champions League. If I have to do that, I don't do it because I cannot promise anybody that. My best and the best of these players that they're going to try and go mad chasing that, I guarantee you that that's going to happen.
Tom Fernando.
Mikel, we've highlighted there the difficulties that we've had this season. When you were at Union Chapel last night and you walked out on that stage with the fans that were there, I was lucky enough to be in that room and hear that noise. Do you get the sense that those fans that were there so close, do you get the sense and have that belief that we will go again, they will go again next season and be able to do it?
Yeah, it was a really special evening. I was very lucky to be there as well, and yeah, I do feel it, and we don't take it for granted, and we want to sustain that and give them joy, and then that they can feel proud about this football team, the individuals, the values that we have as a football club, and how we represent it, and then win. And if we can achieve all of that in once, then great.
Okay, James, yes,
Calvin, you talked about picking the love from day one. Have you sort of felt the need to maybe stress a bit of patience, get that message about patience, and not get frustrated by finishing second, but keeping everybody on board and look at how far you come and look at that?
I don't know, but I think it's now we finished second for the third season. In the last 3 seasons, there is one team that has been better than us in 12 points, which is Manchester City, which is the best team in the history of this league by a mile. And we are there. And Liverpool has a trophy, we don't have a trophy. We are in the Champions League semi-final for the last 16 years. And we are unsatisfied and upset. And it's not good enough. Great. Let's go for the next thing. But I think we're in the right trajectory, hopefully.
Okay, last couple. Phil from PA.
Yeah, and I'm just sort of following on from that. Do you feel that the fans are still 100% behind you and this group of players?
That's what I feel, but I don't know. The ones that I see every day in the street, the ones that they contact me, the ones that I see there, I would say that 100%. But they want more because we have set expectations, and they've seen the team that is capable against any opposition to compete against them. So we need to believe that we're going to do it together.